Hey guys, Brian from MBK Reptiles here. I just trained my traps, my pecs. I'm feeling pretty pumped up today. Anyway, alright. Hey guys, Brian from MBK Reptiles here. Today we're talking cantaloupe. So today we're going to be diving down to the origin of the Cantaloupe ball python project. So basically the cantaloupe, for anybody that doesn't know, is basically a new dinker gene that we basically proved out over the years. We're talking about way back, probably about close to 10 years down the road. The reason why I'm doing this is you guys probably saw down at my buddy Antoine from DPR COLDBLOOD. He basically posted a clutch of babies that we've hatched out of awesome looking cantaloupes. So you guys know Antoine's been taking care of our ball python collection here at MBK. So he was super hyped up to showcase that awesome project. But for me, I've been doing this for a long time. So my job was to basically give you back the whole background, the history on where the whole cantaloupe project came from. So basically the cantaloupe project came from Enchi babies that we basically imported from reptile industry. So basically Mark and Kim Bell from Florida, about probably in the around like early, like maybe like late 2009, 2010 or so, we basically imported a bunch. We bought like a bunch of Enchis and a bunch of different other projects. Now I love the Enchis, but when I started breeding some together, we started hatching out something really weird that came out. We basically bred them together, but it was basically this peachy coloration that was like just sticking up on the sides of the snakes. Now we proved that we made some super Enchi cantaloupes, some Enchi cantaloupes, and a bunch of really cool snakes, but we weren't sure exactly on how we were going to take that project down the road, because when you breed dinker animals, it takes a few generations for the actual mutation to settle into knowing exactly what it's going to be looking like for the future. So it's very hard when you're breeding a bunch of different genes with things that you don't even know on what you're going to be producing. So it's like, it's a puzzle. We're trying to put that puzzle together, and honestly, it's like a complicated puzzle that it seems that I'm never going to be able to fully understand, but nonetheless, it is awesome. So we're going to go right down memory lanes basically to one of our original Enchi cantaloupe female that we basically produced. So she has been producing for us for a few years down the road. Now here is basically a Enchi cantaloupe. Now the first thing that we noticed towards them is as they were a baby, they had a very nice like peachy apricot, which basically cantaloupe coloration down the sides. It was very like the lower body, the lower part of the sides was very peachy. Now as an adult, it doesn't really showcase too much, but we basically can see a little bit here where it's a little bit peachy compared to normal Enchis that don't necessarily carry that. But when you bred them together, we made this super Enchi, which were very green but had a very nice peach and orange coloration. Now, so this is basically one of our original ones that we produced, and that female is actually from 2012. So those were basically some of the first babies that we basically produced from here. Now we have a female that we produced basically in 2018, which is a pastel Enchi yellow belly cantaloupe. So we started thinking, you know what, like let's try to make a brighter snake, you know, like maybe something like the orange dream that we're very familiar with. We wanted to go like a little bit of that route. So we decided that we're gonna breed them together and see where it goes. So this one laid, and this is basically the mom from some of the clutch that basically DPR and Antoine showcased. So this is the mom here. Now she is very clean in coloration for a pastel Enchi yellow belly, but again, it is those sides. So you really see the sides here that are clean and like really clean. So it's really cool that you have a snake that actually seems to be like not just a full clean snake, but it's like you have like this nice deep darker coloration on the dorsal, but then on the sides you have this very clean coloration. So that is one of the mom. And basically, who did we breed? What was the father?
It was an Enchi cantaloupe.
So just an Enchi cantaloupe, which you guys have seen. Super cantaloupes, which are just simply stunning. Now, right away, basically where I'm gonna go up to some newer babies, that basically babies that we produced last year. That we're taking this project like to another level. So basically we're just going up and getting cleaner and cleaner animals, and you're definitely gonna understand where the whole concept comes from and what we're actually trying to notice when we're trying to prove out the whole Cantaloupe gene. So here we basically, so these are basically from a few years ago that we produced. So those were probably like 2020,
2018 and 2016.
Okay, so this is a pastel Enchi Cantaloupe. So you can really see, compared to the other one that was much cleaner, that had the yellow belly, you see how dirty the top is, but how clean the side is, you know? So like year after year, generations after generations, we're definitely proving these things. Like the whole coloration is actually like settling down, and we're really noticing that to the snake, you know? It's really looking fantastic. You know, and who knows when you're going to start mixing it up with recessive projects and other bunch of different mutations, that what they're going to be looking at. Now, this is where it gets super interesting. So we have a super Enchi Cantaloupe. Now, this is your typical super Enchi, which are super green, but then with super crazy orange colorations on the sides, which is simply like, I mean, it's so clean. You can see like the freckles of each scale that is like the dirty green that the super Enchi normal coloration is, but then on how clean the orange yellowish coloration to them is. So it's really interesting. Here's a little belly shut, very, very clean animal.
What I figured that's pretty nice about the Cantaloupe is that most of the time when you have an enhancing gene, you will see enhancement inside of between the allen heads. So in the blushing, the flamings that coming on the side and whatnot. But what's cool with Cantaloupe is that you have that cleanliness, but it's coming from the actual allen heads. So you can really tell that the cleanliness is inside of the allen heads. It's really like there's an enhancement inside of the whole, you know, size of the animal.
And I mean, it's really cool to like just wonder. It just takes it's like for me, what I like about the Cantaloupe project is really the fact that it's like there's two projects into one. It seems like there's like this dark coloration that's on top that you can work with, and then this really, really clean sides, which is really awesome. So last year we went up and then we made some awesome looking animals. So we decided, you know what, since we're talking about orange peach coloration, why not go orange dream, right? So let's see, like, is it like in the orange dream complex? And this is some of the first things that we can prove out that just so awesome. So compared to a normal Enchi orange dream, this animal is much lighter, much brighter in coloration. So this is a Enchi orange dream Cantaloupe. So you can see how clean this animal is. And I mean, like, I look at those sides and this is really, really what I'm seeing. You can see the black just like disappearing on those sides, and then you can see like on how clean it is. And I mean, I can't wait to like imagine just like a super Enchi, super orange dream, super Cantaloupe.
Talk about some super snake, man.
This is a super snake.
That's a super,
triple super.
Triple duper super.
Triple duper super. And then when you basically, so I'll showcase you that last one like at the end of this video, because I mean, it's really, really amazing. But the beautiful thing is that when you're breeding dinker animals, and I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've met a lot of people that have been pioneers of this industry. And sometimes when you have like real conversation with those breeders and they've created genes, and you talk to them and you're like, man, like what is that? And the truthful answer is, I have no idea. Okay, we never know until we basically breed them back. So when we're starting to put like so many genes and so many different things with the Cantaloupe, we're just wondering, is it Cantaloupe? Is it not? So we're hoping like we're going to be basically growing the animals, breeding them back, trying to prove some supers. Are we going to pull out some cantaloupes out of this? We're trying to figure out what the actual gene is. And that is what is so exciting about Dinker projects and why people are always all over them. I mean, we're talking about one project. Basically way back early 2000s with MBK Reptiles, with our wholesale company, we used to import like thousands and thousands of ball pythons directly from Africa. And when we were importing them, we would basically handpick a few females here and there that looked different. So I mean, we've been working with dozens and like probably over 20 different Dinker projects. Now, none of them have really like panned out and whatnot. They're all in the works. And that's what's so cool about them, is like that's the gamble that we're making, where now I'm talking about African import, but then this one here comes from like captive bred animals, but they're there, you know, like, because when you've been breeding for animals for a long time, those genes are all over the place. So they're all mixed. I mean, they're mutation. They're basically genetic malformation that creates awesomeness, you know? So like, it's really, really cool. So basically this one here is just a stunning animal. And I mean, I can't even remember what is in there, you know? But this,
so that's basically what we know is a OD yellow belly fire Enchi spider. And
we're thinking that this animal, like, I mean, this animal can be cantaloupe. And then why we would be looking into the cantaloupe gene is, again, the sides, different coloration to where it is, on how orange the animal is, which seems to be definitely a enhancement from the cantaloupe project. But I mean, like, an animal like this is just simply stunning. I mean, it's just so beautiful to think that, okay, what are we going to do with this? So I mean, you guys have seen DPR's video. If you haven't, make sure you go see it, because you're going to be seeing some awesome cantaloupe project. This one is being a little tough one, huh? These little spider are quite funny. But yeah, so make sure you go check out the video. And I mean, like, we have some awesome potential going on here when it comes to the super cantaloupe, and then cross with so many other genes. And I mean, if you like Dinker animals, let us know. If you want us to showcase to you guys more of the Dinker stuff, maybe some projects that actually didn't even pan out, some of the original animals that we currently have that probably are never going anywhere, or maybe some projects that we're actually really, really excited for. So I mean, until then, I hope you guys like this video. If you like to see awesome looking animals and unique animals that actually you've probably never seen anywhere, because we're the only ones working with these actual mutations, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and I can't wait to showcase with you guys. And I mean, I'm saying it again, go check out DPR's video. Those babies are insane. We're going to be updating you guys on how it is, and maybe we're going to be releasing some as the years go. Who knows? Or,
who knows?
I mean, you're looking at here, we have what, a few hundred ball pythons. We might hoard them all. So I mean, we're pretty good at that as well, you know, when it comes to hoarding animals. So until then, thank you for watching this video. I mean, stay positive, stay determined, because that's what breeding is all about. It's all about passion. We're going through these projects. We're giving up, but we're never giving up. We're going through with it. And I mean, get it going, ask people about them. But I mean, in the end, we're making awesome animals. We love them. And I mean, look how beautiful that is. All I can say, again, no stress, baby.